Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Dante Kent with a return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
Return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. He's going deep this time. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
D. Eskridge to return it. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The play fake. Now Willis to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
66
Now,
yards.
right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
In the red zone on 1st. Caught out wide. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. Give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
79 Broncos.
Empty the backfield and motion him out.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. This will get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jack Jones making that tackle.
6-yard line.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, They could be the big gains of next week.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side. Caught by Smith. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
From the gun, it gives to Gainwell. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. Now Boswell on to send this away. Eskridge on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Willis to throw it. Waller with the catch. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep,
And I look
yep.
at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To the air on third and long. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down Miami.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Miami.
Here's Willis. He puts a mare under it deep down the middle. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. This is Trujillo to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead.
14. Steelers 10.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Kent on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Rodgers set to pass. Finds his back, Jaylen Warren. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Extra DB out there for the Fins. Third down. Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
A toss running left. Warren. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Rodgers off the play action. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. Give to Warren from the pistol. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
A 3-yard loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Now backed up to the 8, third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
On the return, here's Miles Price. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready, steady.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Come on. Come my team. Fix the Eagles. Ready.
Here's Willis to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds his back. Achane. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's 16 yards on that play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First down from the 42. They run the counter to Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Here's Willis. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Maddox Trujillo on to handle this field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
He may only be a rookie, but they've got some serious faith in him to hit from that distance like a longtime vet. That kick, actually a new season long for the rookie as well. Well done.
The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Steelers first down.
They're running out of the pistol with Johnson. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Warren here from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's a give inside to Gainwell. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They gain 11 on that play, and a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback, complete. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Can't go out of bounds and be the first one to touch it coming back in. As they say, that is an easy call. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Going for a waddle, but it's intercepted. Into the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
On the return, here's Price. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd down carry for Achane. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Come on. Hey. Thank you, Lions. Drop 60. 18 rattle.
3rd down from the gun. This finds its target. That's Hill. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 1st and 10 from the 43. Working from the gun, it's Willis. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To throw, here's Willis. He's going deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. You know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
A 61-yard attempt.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Second 19.
Second half begins with a run by Achane. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 19.
Willis. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Chuck Clark has it. And the Steelers getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Ooh, put some air under this one. Right side. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead.
Dolphins 17.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Price. Things going well so far. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Achane up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Achane again on 2nd. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Touchdown, Miami. The kicker on.
That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Kent on the return. Things going well so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A pickup of 17. And the Steelers have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making a 16-point ball game. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead.
Dolphins 24.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
On the return, here's Price. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. The play fake now, Willis to throw. Taken in by Hill, right side. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap now to Willis. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
Throwing on first down. Willis has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Willis looking to throw. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Brought in. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he'll take it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Trujillo tacks on the extra point. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10.
41. Dolphins 31.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Rodgers set to pass. Hits him on the out route. Space on the right. He's got room. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. Yeah, runs defense to make it a much bigger game.
To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead team.
And they take this in for the score. The Steelers make it a 16-point ball game. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Price. And after the dive, Okay, they'll be set up with some okay field position here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Able to find Achane. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Got his target. It's Hill. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
79 Broncos.
Here's Willis to the air. Gets him on the in route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Completes this one to Hill. We got the football drop, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
19 light, Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Come like this.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down.
Now a give to Warren, coming right. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Give him 3 on that run. 3rd and 12 coming up.
And 12.
Rodgers is hit. The ball is loose. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers picked up the fumble and ran it home. Boswell to add the PAT. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Eskridge on the return. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. Can't get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing the lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
Willis to throw it. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Here's Willis. Hits his running back. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be first down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
There you go, play action. Here's Willis. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Second and 10. Here's Willis. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
19.
4th down, pass coming. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off the turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. One loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make the lead 26 points. Now Boswell on to send this away. Eskridge on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Working from the gun. It's Willis. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Desperation time here on fourth. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This is Johnson heading right. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This is Warren headed right. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers moments away from win number 12.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness is still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Eskridge on the return.
Dwayne Eskridge on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Gotta hurry this to the line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Going from the gun here. That's to Waddle again. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Willis. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Completed to his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Finds his back, Achane. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Give him 8 on that one. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing it again here. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in a hurry up here. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 19
Willis looking to throw.
First down, Dolphins.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be second down.
Ready? Pablo, they kick the Eagles. Kick the Eagles. Ready?
To throw, here's Willis. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Dolphins first down.
Warriors 17.
Sticking to the air here. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
Cougar 19. Here we go. Ready?
The play fake, now Willis to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
60 boxes. 60 boxes. Ready?
Willis now, third down. Waddle makes the catch. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Trujillo ends on the point after. And the Dolphins trail by 22 now.
60. Dolphins 38.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock, so is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.